We were working with what we had.
All right, I'm checking something. Okay, there's that one. We used that one.
You doing all the questions?
I just was, because I spit out like six of them.
We could have a conversation about we're all in on Plan A. You could tell your story.
Yeah.
How we told it before?
Not on here.
Yeah, I think we have.
Have we?
I thought we did. Sorry. All right, we can do it.
I've never heard it.
Oh my God.
Plan A?
You've never heard me tell this story?
Well, yeah, then this is when we have to.
Yeah, this will be a fun little conversation. Because this is great when Pavel has no idea what we're getting ready to do.
We're going to do it like right now? Or
That's actually violating
the rule.
That violates the first rule that we laid down after the last session.
Fred, that everybody knows what we're talking about.
But it's so fun.
I never agreed to that rule anyway, really. I don't give a shit. Throw it. I'm now
We don't all have to agree.
3 months behind, but I am reading the
So you want me to do it now?
Mission
or do you
to
want me
Men
to
and
wait
Me.
until we,
Yeah, let's do it now. Tell the story.
All right. So me and Bill are at the National Fire Academy, and I think it was command and control of target hazards.
Yeah.
And in that, they have you break up in your table. They have you break up into the command functions, the finance, logistics, operations, planning, safety, PIO. And there was one more.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't remember what the other one was. Anyway, and so whatever you start with on Monday, I think it's Monday, when you come back on Friday, you will have the exact same position again. So the first one I get is safety.
as you're rotating through all of them throughout the week.
You're doing a different scenario every day, and every day you'll have a different position. You'll be all of the positions. But whatever you started with is what on the final day, their big scenario, you'll have the exact same position.
Okay.
So I had safety. And in reading through the stuff that you had to fill out, whatever, for safety, it said you had to come up with a plan B. And I was like, plan B? We don't really do plan Bs. I don't really know what to say here. So I was like, all right, I'll just jot something down. So I write something down. I don't even remember what it was. And so when we get done with the scenario the very first day, the instructor's like, is everybody good? Okay, moving on. Next scenario. I was like, oh, we're not going to read this stuff? We're not going to go over it or critique it? I'm all over this. So when I got back to being the safety again on the final big scenario, I just wrote, we're all in on plan A.
And they've given you the big paper, the large paper tablets, and you're supposed to write everything out, and then, so
Yeah,
that's all he's got on his tablet.
Yeah, that's all is all in on plan A. That's it. 'Cause I was like, if y'all aren't going to read these things, then I'm not going to be worried about what it says. So, but I mean, the whole point being is we don't really do that. We don't do plan Bs because we just
about it, right?
No, he didn't. No, he never
We didn't
asked.
come back.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad.
My memory of that was that you ended up. He called you out on it.
No, I've just talked about it with other people. I basically say that, we don't do plan Bs because we just plan A until it fits. We make small adjustments over and over again until it fits.
What's your thoughts on that, Pavel? You got this look like you do not agree.
No, it's not that I don't agree. I'm trying to process the information to go, that is so accurate that it scares me a little bit.
I mean, yeah.
So is there ever really a plan A, or is it just an action that's constantly
No, we
developing?
revise. I would say that you're
a
spot
plan
on. We revise the current plan by tweaking plan A till all the pieces fall in place, because we almost don't have a reset button. So it's almost like, all right, you're still playing the same plan. You're just kind of pushing it.
So
Right,
a
you
little
stretch short. Okay, now let's hand jack this. Whatever it is,
Right.
we just fix it. We don't say.
we
all
don't
right,
say stop.
yeah,
roll
pull
it back
that
up.
move that truck to the side.
Bring the
put
truck
another
in.
one up.
Right.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I will go a step further, because now my brain's going, there's a lot of accuracy to that. We go as far as saying our plan B may be, once it's all said and done, we go back and we reestablish the plan A. We tweak that plan, and then we are all in on that one again till we go and that messes up, and then we go back, we do a post-incident. This is how we're going to do it differently. We're always in that same framework for the most part. So you're constantly tweaking that one plan moving
Just
forward.
during the critique, we talk about the plan B.
Yeah, but that plan B becomes your
That's what
plan
we
A.
could have done.
That's what we should have
That's
done.
actually plan B, right?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but when you do that in the critique and then you come back to it the next time it happens, we don't ever do plan B. We go back to doing plan A.
Yeah. They
With
do
maybe
what they're
minor
comfortable with.
adjustments.
Yeah.
Minor adjustment. That's
But
what
I
I'm saying.
mean-
You're still at plan A.
But that's exactly what that lieutenant from south of Boston or near Boston talked about, and it's what we talked about. people usually revert back to what they're really comfortable with. If it's
Right.
something they haven't trained on,
Right.
they don't really do it. Even though they know it may be the right thing to do, they're like,
They don't experience to back it up to know what the end result potentially could be.
yeah,
So-
when things are going scattered, they just go with what they're comfortable with. I'll
Right.
grab a line because I know this will actually do something good.
Maybe.
Yeah, talking on the radio doesn't put the fire out. So
It's a Mike Tyson quote. Everybody got a plan till you get punched in the face.
right,
So earlier, some of the stories we were talking about, and I got to respect them for it now, but when it happened, I thought, what the hell is going on? I was still new to the fire department. We get a car that blows up in the garage, a guy working on gasoline, just a single story with the garage was offset, so kind of that basement level garage. And this was a battalion's first day as a battalion, but he was also sick, very sick. Excuse me. And it's a regular fire, no big deal, but it went the hell in a handbasket. I mean, he lost all control of this fire. There's people doing all kinds of crap. He doesn't have any control, and he literally just starts yelling through the radio, everybody get outside. Gets everybody in the front lawn and just pretty much calls it like he lost full control of this little single family residence, one-story residence, calls everybody to the front lawn. There's a lot of yelling that happens. Hits the reset
Is it still
button.
burning in the background?
Oh, yeah, it's burning.
Okay, everybody.
I mean, literally, that's exactly what happened. You got somebody cutting a hole in the back that he didn't put to do it. You got crews going inside that he hasn't assigned to it. There's just all kinds of mess going on. So he calls everybody to the front lawn. I'm sitting here going, what the hell is going on? He chews a couple of people out, resets the scene, starts sending people back inside. Same plan. He just wanted to control the incident better.
Well, it sounds like he had a plan, but people were executing their own plans if they were cutting holes that he didn't know about.
Right. So he had this plan in his head.
Yeah, he
where
didn't
he's
need to
gonna
change his
organize this
plan. He
thing.
just needed everybody on
He
board.
even said the plan was right.
Right.
He just wanted to be the one to give him the assignment to do it. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It ended up fine.
Fine, as in
The house was still there, the roof was still
Oh,
intact.
wow.
But it's one of those. I think he had a plan in his head of how this was going to go. He was going to, give these assignments and do this, and it just ran away very, very quickly. Ran away, and his reset button was get everybody out,
Right.
bring them to church for a minute, and then go. Okay, now we're going to go back in.
I always love how on especially the higher you up you go, everybody's first day or whatever, and they make a mistake, and people are always like, they promoted him. Obviously knows what to do. Man, it's still a new position. I don't know. I'm figuring this out.
So
We give very little time
as
for
a
people
young
to figure that
firefighter,
out.
because I remember this, like if it happened yesterday, I was very judgmental that way, going, what the hell's going on here? We promote this guy to that position. You got other people acting a fool on the incident that are at those positions. So I would be that guy that was uber critical on that same thing, not taking into consideration he was sick as a dog all day. Shouldn't have probably even been there. He ended up leaving at the end of the night. But you're absolutely right. I was one of those that was sitting there critical. Just what the hell's going on?
Why'd they promote him if you don't know what to do?
Exactly. And that's just the immaturity and lack of patience and understanding.
I hear it all the time.
All right.
All right.
We're all in on plan A.
Well.
Well.
Well,